Hey everyone, we all knew that the original Granny game lost its hype a long time ago, and the developer isn't the only one to blame for that. Anyway, whatever. But the hype for the Granny universe was brought back by fan-made remakes, fun games, modes, and so on. So today we're going to break down how did Granny bring back its hype, why did Granny bring back its hype, well, also we will some of the most popular mod packs for Granny as well as fun games and remakes. Plus, we take a look at fun games and fun modes of all the Granny parts, which also brought plenty of hype into the Granny universe. Enjoy the video. Granny Legacy. Granny Legacy by developer OMG is a full-fledged fun game. It brought a massive amount of hype to the Granny community and became pretty viral starting in December 2025. At first there was only a PC version, which added the impossible difficulty as well as some shop options like robot, new antagonist, Grandpa and Slenderina, and achievements. Initially there weren't many of them, only about 9. Later a PC update dropped adding the hollow difficulty, expanding the shop and increasing the number of achievements. Now there are 34 instead of 9. The hardest one among them is truly a legacy. To unlock it you really have to sweat. Soon another PC update came out adding the Desperate Death difficulty. Around April 2026 a major mobile port was released as well. It included the hollow difficulty. Well, the antagonists were already there from previous release, and expanded shop and all 34 achievements. But Granny Legacy isn't the only fun game that brought hype back to the Granny universe. Granny Modpack by Lab. Granny Modpack by Lab is a massive mod by developer Boris Lab. This mod adds a lot of new difficulty to the game. Cruel, Nerfed Prime, Prime and Prime Plus. It also adds 35 plus anomalies. So if you turn on the Prime difficulty, there will be a maximum of 18. I checked. This mod also features the evil chair, which kills you if you touch it while not crouching. The most annoying thing is that you only get 1 day for all of this. And to beat something like Prime or even just Nerfed Prime, you're going to need a lot of tries. It's not as easy as it seems. There is also a training feature. You can practice beating the game on Prime. Granny doesn't kill you, which helps you understand how fast Granny moves, what you need to do, how to get out of the room, and so on. Why did Granny get its hype back? Players who used to play the original game have grown up now, and they want to experience those same emotions but with a fresh twist. Meanwhile, the younger generation simply catch and throw the eye-catching content from YouTubers and streamers. The developers kind of breathed a new life into it. When everyone got tired of the original game, talented developers stepped up like OMG or the very same Boris Lab and others. They added a hardcore gameplay, new mechanics, anomalies, and fresh content, turning an old boring game into something brand new. I'm not hating on the original Granny developer, I totally get what burnout is. I abandoned my channel for half a year myself. Plus, at 15 plus years old, making games is definitely going to get tiring. All these impossible difficulties like Prime, Desperate Death, or even Hollow on mobile. Well, I know that Hollow on mobile is easy, but for example, let's look at the truly a legacy achievement. It's not that easy to beat on mobile, and on PC either. The Wild Challenge effect is created where people load to watch streamers suffer, try to beat the game on their 100th try, and sweat over the achievements. Also, virality on social media, short clips, shorts, and TikToks with unexpected jump scares and bugs, evil chairs, and new characters. Now we are moving on to the second part of Granny, but not the original. Right now, Granny 2 Reworked is gaining popularity. It's a nightmare for all players. Not only have the enemies become smarter and faster than in the original, but their texture also creep you out even more. Right now, lots of people are playing this fun remake. If it's even right to call it a remake, I don't know the exact right term. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Unfortunately, on GameJoy there seems to be only PC port for now, but I feel like I'll just call it a remake. Remake still has a future. YouTubers like Scarple, Cosby, Lilzin, PvP, and many others have already played this remake, and judging by their reactions, it's really not an easy one. Of course, it's not the hardest remake for Granny 2, but in terms of changes in textures and even sounds, this mod is terrifying. As soon as it comes out on mobile, if that ever even happens, I'll play it, don't worry guys. So guys, now we're moving on to a small tier list. This is a top 5 hardest mod in all Granny fun games. I'll be straight, this is purely my opinion. So in 5th place, Granny Cruel mod, from the modpack by Lab. I'm sorry. By the way, for some reason many people compare it to the Hollow mod from Granny Legacy, even though this doesn't even come close. The Hollow mod is way easier. Anyway, Granny Cruel mod is a very hard mod. It's very difficult to beat because the floor crack everywhere. Granny runs around like crazy and opens doors almost instantly, which makes the playthrough tough. But since I already beaten Cruel mod, I'll say it's a mod for an acquired taste. If you practice, you beat it. Next up, in 4th place, is Granny Furious mod. It's a very hard, really similar to Cruel. Granny also runs around like crazy. There are so-called grays, which mean you won't be able to run circles around Granny, and accordingly you die. Well, the sauna is the only savior in this mode, as it lets you log up Granny and play in peace. In 3rd place, we have Granny 3 Insane mode. What a cool coincidence, Granny 3 in 3rd place. Anyway, let me just explain this mod. Since we have Slenderina there, and you can't turn her off as far as I knew. On Insane mode, she kills you faster than on Easy, for example. Also, well, naturally the enemies run fast, but we have two antagonists, Granny and Grandpa. Slenderina is just like that. She appears occasionally and doesn't kill you right away, so we don't count Slenderina as immediate threat. But there was a problem. Grandpa doesn't hear anything as far as I knew. Neither the ways nor you killing Granny. The only way to lure Grandpa is, I think, the teddy bear. Okay, in 2nd place, I'm putting Granny Super Fast mod. So to explain just how fast she runs, imagine you standing on the 2nd floor right before the attic entrance, and she enters the 2nd floor from the 1st. In less than a second she reaches you, just trust me. She opens doors instantly. There are creaky floors everywhere. By the way, even the outside doors open instantly. Well, basically like in the hardest mode like Furious and Cruel. There's no way to outrun here. Sign this as well. Let's say a newer game. I haven't played it much. Honestly, I don't know much about this game, but I think it's going to keep evolving. And in first place, the mod pack by Lab, Granny Prime Mod. I think many of you know what Granny Prime Mod is. White Fog, the evil chair. That everyone you aren't allowed to touch unless you're crouching. Granny opens doors instantly, does everything instantly, runs very fast. In many spots you simply can't hide. Bear traps are set right from the start. The floors crack almost everywhere. Plus, Granny always knew where you are. She just doesn't rush straight right at you. I'm sorry. I played Prime mode and beat it at roughly 0%. I couldn't even leave the room because of those squeaky floors. Because some bugs was fixed, telling it's now is many times harder. Of course, with certain anomalies, for example, anomaly 17, you can beat it easily. I'm sorry, not 17, 17. You can beat it easily. But if you play without anomalies, only a few people can pull it off. I'll be honest, a well-deserved third place goes to Prime Mod. So guys, let's globalize and sum up everything we talked about today. Basically, Granny stopped being just a simple mobile horror game from 2017. The one we all used to play during school breaks or hiding our phones from teachers. Thanks to talented fans, programmers, and modders, it has turned into a real hardcore playground to test your nerves to the limit. The earliest players who caught the release of the original got that long-awaited challenge and nostalgia with a completely fresh twist. And the younger generation is now tripping over new trends, tutorials, challenges, and viral videos in Shorts or TikTok. This whole story with the return of crazy hype proves one simple thing. Even an old game can live forever and stay relevant if enthusiasts take over. People who are ready to break the old engine, dig into the code, add crazy mechanics, change textures beyond recognition, and crank the difficulty up to some cosmic unreal levels. Personally, I am incredibly glad that after all these years, this community is still alive, loud, creative, and continues to develop right before our eyes. Now I'm super interested to know your opinion because I know we've got some real hardcore players here. Be sure to write in the comments which of the mods from today's top list you managed to beat at least halfway, and which one you think is the most annoying and unfair. Let's start a real argument down in the comments. I'll be very interested to read and reply to you. If you like this massive and detailed review, please don't forget to support this video with a mighty like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss future videos. There's still a lot of cool content ahead. Also, be sure to leave a comment if you want me to beat a specific mod in Granny Water by Lab in upcoming episodes, or try to unlock some extra sweaty achievement in Granny Legacy. I read everything. And of course, head over to my Discord server, the link to which is in channel description. That's where we chat, share memes, and discuss walkthroughs. Thank you all so much for watching. Take care of your keyboards, mice, and nerve cells. Good luck everyone, and see you on Friday. Goodbye.